your
All
blanket
right, I hit go.
screen. Perfect. Whoever wants to recap for me, welcome. In just a minute, we are going to start. Yeah, welcome all of our viewers and sponsors, all 0 of you. Actually, recently we're being sponsored by Ben and Jerry's ice cream. My wife is literally keeping their business going on her own.
It's not a sponsor. That's we're helping them. Ben and Jerry's, please help us.
Anyway, if someone wants to recap for a fresh 1,200 credits, I will give bonus credits to anyone who can recap from the start of our first arc or hit major plot points from the very beginning of the arc all the way through where we ended last session.
Oh, that's asking a lot.
It is. This is why I offered bonus credits.
All right. So we all get to this planet. We meet up. Order 66 happens. Now there's a lot of details in there. But it was so M3 and Nax were with that squad of clone troopers.
Banshee Squad, yeah.
Banshee Squad, heading to this planet for something or whatever. I don't remember how we ran across the Force users. I think we just met at like a cantina.
We were sent to retrieve something like that. Tech Drift's Force Daddy.
Oh,
yeah, that's
Plo Koon.
no, there was another guy, but we all conveniently met in like a bar or something because
the Oasis Cantina.
No, that's on the Noble Derelict. You all met at a just sort of like a standard cantina. You all just happened. That was literally like how we met. And Jedi Master Krook is not Tech Tripp's Force Daddy, but that was his Force liaison and
temporary Force Daddy.
Yeah, it's Force Stepdaddy.
There it is. There it is.
Seen that one.
Oh no! All right, continue.
The Force guided us all together in some mystical stuff, and
we blow up a ship.
We joined their cause to go find this guy. We found some ruins and tracked the guy down, and he turned evil. So we fought him, and
yes.
He turned evil because he had the Bane box, right? The Bane box?
Who knows? It could be the Bane box. It could, now that you know a little bit more about the Mother, it could have been the Codex of the Mother.
Oh, yeah.
A bit of this, a little bit of that. He fell to the dark side. Things got weird.
Oh, and he had a baby.
Preheat Jedi Temple to 400 degrees and watch it cook for 2 hours.
That baby is 5 years old or not.
Who knows?
Still alive. Who knows? At this point, it is when Order 66 happened, because I remember the clones coming in as we had to escape the temple. We did. We found.
We took feedback with us.
Right.
We
found a ship there were some slavers that we found that had been coming and going to the planet. We ambushed them. There was
those poor guys.
They got completely annihilated. We stole their ship and we flew away.
There you go. That was like the first major,
like chapter 1.
Yeah, that was chapter 1 of the first
tutorial level.
Yeah, this is good. Keep going.
We had to go to the place in the map, right? Or the only place, one place it could go, right?
No, hold on. Did we had to steal a ship from there because that was where we stole.
We blew up the other ship.
Yeah, but we stole because we had to ditch our ship. Oh yeah, we blew up the other ship. Then we had to steal a new ship. So we stole the Beskar lady's ship, not knowing it was hers because it was empty at the time, and we just conveniently needed it.
Tiger's Beskar?
Yes.
Kana, you took a Kana's ship.
We took a Kana's ship, the lady gang.
Through
the Beggar's Beskar, that was the name of it.
That's the name.
Through the Force, mysteriously, and all of its cosmic power, we managed to find a station floating in space that was kind of a general, away from the eyes of the Republic, now Empire. Less than scrupulous fellows, but not necessarily bad people, working to operate it. We landed in. were immediately saddled with a debt that wasn't ours, which was, but what can you do?
Depends on your perspective.
We also found a
Right.
shit ton of drugs.
Oh yes.
Oh, the drugs. Oh my God. So many
And a
people got fucked
child.
up on those drugs. I
That's
forgot
true.
about the child.
So did we.
We have too many children to keep track of.
I pretty vividly remember us actively putting the child aside for the more prominent things that were happening before us, and then we just never got to it.
So we do some bounties.
Yeah, we were offered jobs to pay off our debt.
We met Sprague.
Sprague Un. Sprague Un.
He's like the leader of the Crimson Syndicate.
The Crimson Dawn.
Yeah. So he's that. And then we have dinner with Pax Goodso, who's like Walt.
Yeah.
Little Mr. Disney.
Yeah. Pax Goodsow. He was the owner / operator.
We have like a really like decently nice time. We meet with Gracchus, and we challenge his robot to a fight. Things are great. We're in the arena. Tekdriff is an idiot and is all like, the Jedi are coming back. And it's like, well, okay. We were doing fine. But anyway, so the Empire's coming.
I think at this point is when Feedback was brutally assassinated in our quarters.
Got a bunch of time.
Yep.
And Tarek immediately did the
worst thing possible.
And
yeah. And he touched the portal to the Feywild. I mean,
do you touch it? Yes. With your hand? Yes.
All right, Dylan, it's behind 6 locked doors. Good luck.
No, listen, it's a DM's dream. Thank you.
Yeah, no, I mean, ultimately, I think it's been good that it happened just because of the like overarching things that happened. But at the time, it was definitely a cautious decision to be made.
Cautious. Cautious is putting it lightly.
Listen, it happened, and so far it seems like it's worked out just fine.
So then we introduce the next main character, Bane, who's really great, and we like him, all of us.
Yeah, he's definitely something.
And he goes and hangs out with Beck. Beck's
M3
there.
simps for him.
Oh, absolutely.
We forgot to mention Beck. Beck saved Sprook from the Rack
We go
Plague
on another mission. Bane does some more bad shit.
at an evil Sith temple.
On that temple.
Yeah, because we had to dodge the Empire. So
then we head back.
That was a Daga when you guys had to go to the temple. Yeah, where Tekdriff lost his hand.
Yeah, Bane killed everybody.
Where I got Tekdriff's hand. Exactly.
Yes.
I think, honestly, if I'm looking back on the series as a whole, I feel like that is where the hand collecting began.
I would say so.
That tracks.
As a story like element, so M3 wasn't supposed to collect droid parts during the war, but he did, and he got them taken away. So like somebody giving a hand, that's like a big moment.
I was unaware that he was naturally a collector type. I thought it was just like a new experience.
Yeah, I don't know why.
No, it makes complete sense now. Right on.
M3 has kleptomaniac programming installed.
So do we think we've got the end up to the Empire showing up summed up pretty good, guys?
I'd say so.
I mean, other than HK stealing my ship and then taking my ship,
So kind of
that's it.
That.
Fuck HK.
There's also the Rat Ghoul Plague is there. We had another mission for that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, fucker got fired.
I think Tekdriff initially got space bugs in the Sith Temple, which have been transferred.
Oh yeah, Tarek has bugs.
Yeah, that sounds right.
I was going to wait till the end for that.
I actually intend to make him roll a Constitution save for our long rest at the end of last one when we finish this. I had not forgotten.
The Empire shows up.
Mm-hmm.
It's festival day. Empire shows up. We were having a great time. Somebody gets shot. we get a contract to go put a tracker on a guard or lieutenant. I don't remember which one it was.
Yeah, Colonel Cabbage. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the other one.
It was
Yeah, so we sort of do that.
we did. We definitely did that.
And then
We found out that the Empire was taking children and anyone they felt was force sensitive, which as force users, we weren't okay with that. And everybody else is like general decent living beings weren't okay with that. So the owner of the station came to us and said, we can't really ask you to do this, but can you go save those kids? And we were like, yeah, we'll go do that.
And they did offer to clear our debt, I believe.
They did if you return the children.
I thought they cleared the debt because we put the tracker on the guy. That was that. They were like, you go put this tracker on, we'll clear the debt.
They're criminals. Are they really that honest?
Right. But I think that was initially the plan. And then because they're criminals, it shaped to, go get the kids and we'll clear the debts and call it even and you'll be heroes and blah, blah, blah. And we were like, yeah, because, F the Empire. So we
climb aboard the ship and we just murder our way to the front.
Well,
we blow up engines.
That's not what happened.
Reboot.
Reboot.
We actively turn ourselves over because we think that faking a prisoner thing will work because that plan never fails.
Never ever.
Not once in any universe has that plan gone wrong.
Especially not when the Ugnaught is invisible. It's like, maybe I should save them. Oh, wait, I could just cause a slaughter. It almost worked.
I think this is when we meet the spooky ghost man.
Sanjay Soul.
Right.
Cool.
Spooky ghost man. He tells us that he's going to do something and we don't really care because he's clearly some weird ghost thing. The ship, I don't actually remember what triggered it, but we managed to escape through just as the plan was drawn up, we escape. We run into the old squad of M3 and Max.
This is the murdering, yeah?
Yeah, I think it starts right around here.
Engines.
Oh yeah.
Click
Somebody
blows up the engines. Yes.
All of the backup engines.
All of the whole system.
We just carve a swath through so many stormtroopers. And yeah, we meet the Banshee squad again. There's some new ones, and I think we kill somebody.
There was a new girl, and I think she got roasted.
Nice.
Yeah, she had a bad time.
We continue to go through the ship. It starts having hyperspace malfunctions.
Yeah, we're on like a timer, and we go up, and there's the rest of the guards, or the Imperials, whatever, and we're like, "Hey, truce! We're all gonna die," and Bane saves us
from the force of the impact.
There was some deft piloting done by our pilots of Max and Saxon to maneuver through some black holes and take a secret tunnel route, basically. They expertly piloted it. I think I remember it being a critical success. We get through. Bane uses his force powers and shields us from the impact, and the ship crashes on a planet somewhere in the Maw that is a rumored planet that maybe doesn't exist, and there's legends and weird force stuff. It's a very super force sensitive planet.
Boom, into chapter 2.
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah, that's fair.
I think the crash landing is good. We wake up. Here's the scene. Beautiful, weird red skies, sun, but it's wrapped in some blue or I don't know. Anyway.
Colors.
I do love me some colors. We fight Sanjay Soul Raz Al Ghul. We fight him.
Yeah.
Turns out
all
he's
rose
using
from the smoldering ashes of the ship and got up and beat the shit out of that guy.
quite literally, from what I remember.
We determined that the children were in a force barrier that we couldn't interact with, so we went and made a camp.
Saxon killed the kid.
Yeah, after Plick killed a kid.
Yep, own it. Keep going. This is good.
The planet was very strange. It had weird plants that tried to eat you and giant bugs. It was just a general strange place. Bane was unconscious, having used most of his energy to keep us alive in the crash, it seemed. And I set an alarm before we rested for the night. The alarm was triggered. We go running through the jungle back to the crash site, and we meet some entity called the Mother in the plants. She tells us this whole story about stuff, and the Force users do some magic stuff, and we discern the story from what they know of her past and how she worked with the father and the son and the daughter and the Force, and it's all mystical-y stuff. She wanted to leave the planet, and we said maybe, and then continued about our business, trying to free the kids, which we managed to do. She helped us get in, and we beat up the ghost guy a second time. I think this was the second time we fought him.
Yes.
Pretty thoroughly. He did a weird death spell that was really bad, but other than that, we thoroughly trounced him. I think there was some twin lightning cast from Tech that was very helpful.
Right. Comes out of brooding.
The literal only spell he casts, and it kills him.
Yeah. He just we find the kids. They're in some weird crystal things. Somebody who will remain unnamed wanted to break one of the crystals, and I don't think they actually did. I think we managed to stop them from that. The Mother came in and was like, "Oh, well, I can totally help these kids. Don't you worry." And she made them all vanish and disappeared because she took them to a safe place where she lived. I think it was then that we got the transmission from Imperial survivors of the crash.
Yeah, it was somehow Tarek got captured, and we had to do a prisoner exchange.
Oh, wait, before that though, we captured the admiral. We didn't capture him.
Gillian Paleon.
He was
Gillian Paleon. That motherfucker.
We crash landed with him, but healed him and kept him alive. And then through him,
we do a cool prisoner exchange. The Mother takes over some motherfuckers. Excuse me. I apologize. And we continue, and we get a mission. There's a truce, and we go to get to ban the gas from the station above, and we do that.
That's right, the Killix.
Oh yeah, there was a whole Killix sub arc.
How did you guys forget that? I feel like I was the only one who loved that part.
We met the next most important character. Well, two of them. One is Death Rat. He was in the ship with us.
I actually have him listed on my NPC list.
Thank God.
He is the chat favorite. If you type PogChamp into our chat right now, it'll just be a rat with a knife and a little gear beside it.
It's perfect. We
perfect.
also meet eventually Apocalypse, but before that, Bug People.
That's right, the Killix.
Yeah. We landed on this spaceship that was controlling the black holes. We were told. Some of us who were smart wore gas masks. The others who trusted the readings of the spaceship said, fuck it, it'll be fine. Nothing bad will happen, and nothing bad did happen.
Imagine wearing a mask, right? Jesus, what a
a year and a half, and I ain't learned shit.
Is there any bantha dewormer on this ship, or
bantha dewormer? No.
So
and we killed.
So thanks to our grand friend Death Rat, we're able to find the Killick Queen. Thanks to a stab blood trail that it left in an old lady. Saxon just loved these people. They were the best. They absolutely no bad feelings towards them whatsoever. But then everyone started attacking them, and so it was a game over after that. The Killick
got confused and tried to kill everyone.
I fireballed like 8 people. 4 of them were allies. It was great. So we killed the Killick Queen, which was in charge of manning the station. After doing so, we got the Tabana gas from discarded ships in the station, as well as our a slew of spaceships, including Apocalypse, which Steven loves. What all forever and ever, amen. And through that, we've also found our friendly neighborhood daft pilot known as Winston CZ. She helps us so far as a good crewmate. We then took our YT-2000, a old Millennium Falcon model, took that down to a volcano-esque looking thing where we had CZ be in atmosphere, and we took Apocalypse down, faking a crash.
Because Za got a vision.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's
Zal
right.
got a vision of Bane being, I don't know, some sort of hero or some shit. I don't fucking care. Space magic.
I had a vision of Bane, and I think. Oh, hold on. No, I didn't have that yet, because from the Queen we learned the mother was not who she said she was. We thought she was like a decently mannered, kind of strange. Maybe I think we saw her do the weird face morph on Gideon at this point. So we were a little like, she's, And then the Killicks were like, oh, she's actually super evil, like chaos incarnate, fuck the world, not a good entity at all. So we decide, and there we're still pretty, because we're like, these are weird space bugs, like weird hive. It's not, we really don't know if we could trust them because they're very strange and our party is racist for some reason. Then Za has a vision from Bane who says, they're mostly telling the truth. She's actually super evil. I'm keeping the kids alive. I'm doing the best I can, but it's killing me, and we need to put an end to her. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess we got to do that then. So I tell the party, and somebody comes up with the plan to do like a fake crash landing so that we can go and attack her without having the Empire come after us, because they're waiting on the gas that we decided we're not going to get for them.
The gas that got you out of the hole.
Yeah. We do the crash. We fight the mother. This is the 3rd time we see Scary Ghost Man, but he's like all white and weird now. Because the mother had previously sucked him up, which was the first time we saw the weird suction thing, and it was very strange. And we were like, okay. Fought them, beat them.
We smacked the bitch out of him again.
Yeah. Came to fight the mother. Bane was doing a blood ritual that he told us would seal the mother's power in the planet and keep her locked there. We foolishly believed, or maybe didn't believe, but went along with it, because what other option did we have? He completed the ritual, absorbed the pools into himself, and effectively took the mother's power from her, then used it to consume her like she had done the other things. But it did not kill him as he said it would, which was a huge surprise to us. And frankly, all exhausted from the battles and kind of ready to be done with this place because it was super creepy. M3 phoned his buddy Apocalypse, the weird eyeball ship came through the volcano. It picked us up. We ditched. We got out of there.
And somewhere there are maybe 100 stormtroopers that are you know,
pissed as shit.
Well, they would be, but they've lived about 10 seconds at this point. And you guys have lived about 45 minutes because of the time differential.
They're pissed in slow motion then.
Listen, that was, and who remembers how many years we skipped? At the
5.
end? That's right. We jumped forward 5 years in time. Listen, that was an excellent recap. All of you get 1,000 extra credits. Daniel, you get 2,000 because you did most of the legwork in that, and you had some really, really excellent remembering happening there. With that,
1,000, right?
1,000 extra credits to all of you, 2,000 to Za. With that being said, my friends, we are about to begin the second episode of our journey, and it begins with.
Oh, Jeffrey wants to know. Jeffrey wants to know if he gets the gold.
Oh, absolutely. Our journey begins with.
Yeah, nerd. Get it right.
Look, here's a freaking crawl. Yay, the end of the crawl.
And wipe.
All right. We are going to pick up right there, friends, right at the end of the crawl. As you come out of hyperspace, you run into Beck, of all people. Who's
on the communicator, right?
That's right. He did reach out on a communicator to all of you and informed you that it had been 5 years. 5 years.
Guys, what if he was just lying? What if Beck's just being an asshole?
No,
it is possible.
You can't put it past him.
Someone carbon date something.
Oh God! Don't carbon date me. I don't need to know how old I am. Anyway, open up your hangar bay. I'm landing. 5 years. I've been sitting out in this rock shit heap of space waiting for you. Oh, that's it.
You've been just waiting here. Okay. I'm not.
A few minutes later, Beck manages. I'm assuming you're going to let him in. You're going to let Beck in.
I suppose.
It's easy. I don't really trust this guy. Nax, what do you think? I mean, he's all right, but he's not.
It is a little bit weird that he's been sitting here this long.
That sounds like a very devoted friend to me. And he sounds old. Old people are adorable.
Yeah, you also let
over at Saxon.
You also let the whole squad of Imperials on the ship without even asking for their names. So your opinions is noted, but is not accepted.
He is a doctor. That would be helpful.
You do seem like a nice lass, but the wee one makes a point. I say we leave it to Nax.
Growth I've got.
Ugh.
I'm just gonna lean over and push the button to open the hangar bay.
Fine. Well, let the crazy one in. Whatever.
Excellent.
You're already in here.
A few minutes later, Beck comes bursting onto the bridge. He does look a little older, wrinkles a little deeper. He's got a little bit less of his like scraggly, tufted white hair, and he's still just as hunched. He goes, 5 years? What'd you get? You get lost? Did you not stop and ask for directions?
There were black.
Why don't you look any older?
Well, when you combine Jawa with intergalactic travel going at the speed of light, you tend to get lost. So we were stuck in black holes for what we thought was a couple days, a week, I guess. I don't know. We're out now, so you're welcome.
I'd say.
Okay.
Feels about right.
about a week for you all. Well, that explains it. The gravitic anomalies could factor into a time differential. That makes sense.
We did go through several black holes.
One to crash, one and the other to leave. Yes.
Did you save the children? Are they here?
Well, some of them.
Some? Like, how many is some?
How many do we have, Josh?
17.
17.
No, we have 5.
5.
Roll for deception.
Okay.
They're still asleep. I can take you to them. They're in the med bay. You walk past it on the way up.
Should definitely
let's help
take.
the kids, please. We just lost 5 years of our
Where's
lives.
Wait, is something wrong with them?
They're asleep right now. Apparently, they were trapped in. Oh God, what was that place called? It was like the Shadow Realm, but it's not what that's not what it's called here.
Beyond Shadows?
I think that's right. They were there. They were trapped there for a while, but we managed to get them out.
How in the name of the Force did they get there?
Oh, complicated.
Look, let's just go make sure they're okay first, and then maybe make something to eat, and we'll tell you the whole story.
Where is Pax and the station?
Oh. Well, like I said, times are moved on without you all around here, big galaxy. The noble derelict isn't exactly the noble derelict anymore. A year or so after you all vanished, everyone kind of gave up hope. Poor Pax looked... Well, it hit him wrong. Let's just say he was very sad. I believe he had a lot of faith in you all. And he lost a good bit of hope in that moment. But he made a deal with Gracchus. And in the midst of that deal, Gracchus became the sole proprietor of the Noble Derelict. And Gracchus, being who he is, he grounded the ship, turned it into a city. The Noble Derelict is now the premier casino and gambling arena on Tatooine. They've built a town around it and named it Mos Gracca. It's an odd place, sort of like the ship, but, on a very terrible desert planet. But Gracchus is the authority on that planet now. Well, let's just say he's got a big chair and a pit full of monsters, and he's not a pleasant individual.
I'm sure Beefbot.
I'm sorry. This is Boss Rocca is the name of the place. Is that right?
Mos Gracca.
M-O-S.
Like, how Tatooine towns are all like Mos Eisley, Anchorhead, Mos Pelga, Mos Gracca.
Is the Beefbot still...
Oh, yes. He's now the arena champion. Undefeated for 4 years. And that's not the only thing. Things are different. The Empire keeps a pretty tight grip on everything from the inner core out towards the outer rim. Some interesting things happening there. No one's seen Wookiees really out and about the galaxy. They just vanished from Kashyyyk. Not really sure where they went.
Vanished from the planet.
Mostly. Every now and then you see one wandering around, but
all of them.
Well, I haven't been to Kashyyyk myself, but reports are that there are not very many, if any, Wookiees left in, well, I want to say in the wild, but they're not really animals. Anyway, there's other things going on.
Are there any, ear to the ground? Have you heard of any Jedi?
Oh, rumors pop up here and there of some kind of mystical being using magic, but by the time I've gotten anywhere to explore, they've moved on or, well, worse things have happened. There's an odd group that appears here and there. They wear all black, dark helmets, red lightsabers. They show up wherever rumors of Jedi appear, and, well, let's just say I've been a bystander for some rather graphic scenery. Not many of those Jedi have made it out alive. And the ones that do get drug away. And I'm not sure where. Anyway, that's enough of my depressing news. If you've got other questions, feel free to ask.
Why don't you take a look at the children?
Oh, yes, that's a great idea. Are they sedated? I don't really like moving children.
They're asleep.
Okay.
I'm going to save that audio and play it for when your baby's born, by the by.
No, it's all right. So into the children.
Not like that, but yes, Beck will check the children.
Great. Beck goes straight to work, just kind of, checking vitals. He pulls a scanner out and he'll kind of scan them up and down, touch their foreheads. A few minutes pass or hour passing. Go ahead.
While that's happening, can Saxon pull out, I guess, or access a map of some kind and just get like a, I don't know, is there a way to see our current location on the map as well as like if a nearby planet is Imperial controlled or
your map would not be updated for what's Imperial controlled, but that could inform you.
Let's fucking update TomTom then. Let's fucking go.
TomTom.
If you actually look at the galaxy map that your screen is on,
yes.
and your ship would come equipped with just, a standard holograph map. This right here, where you see Kessel,
This is where
you guys are right there. Anything on this map is within any of the major planets is within the range of the fuel you have left. Tatooine would be the farthest you could get in a single jump. There are some other planets that are pretty close to you. Zeost is close enough for you to get to. Kessel you could almost fly to without you needing...
Without jumping.
Without a hyperspace jump. You can see it almost. Ryloth is close. Mandalore is close. And Korriban is not that far. So those are all options for you to go and explore should you feel the need or the desire.
Okay. I think we discussed this once we've dealt with the children. I mean, we have to make sure the children are okay and then figure out a plan.
Well, physically they're fine, but there's a lot of weird, dark mumbo jumbo. What happened to them? What?
There was a Sith ghost who tried to use their life essence to be not a ghost, and then Bane put them to sleep to protect them. They were inside some crystals before that during the mumbo jumbo. Do you know where their parents are? Are they all on Tatooine?
Well, the ones that are alive still, yes. I mean, life happens, people die. If it happens or it doesn't, those are your options. You're alive, you're dead. Not much of an in-between, not in this plane of existence anyway.
Yeah. So the children will wake up, they'll be okay eventually?
Yeah, they'll be fine. I mean, they all smell like Bane's stinking butthole, but they'll be all right.
Very specific. Okay. Have you heard anything about anything on Kessel? What do you know about going on Kessel? You were right here, right? Waiting?
Well, yes, I would stop at Kessel for refuels and resupply. You get hungry when you're old. Kessel, I mean, it seems to be running just fine. I mean, it's a prison planet is pretty much what it is. The Empire drops regular drops of prisoners there to work in the spice mines.
Aye.
Lots of people go in. Not very many come out. It's a dangerous place.
Well, Saxon, your ship is on Kessel, but I'm partial to taking these children back to their parents, or at least picking their parents up. Though I doubt...
What do you mean my ship's on Kessel?
Remember,
where,
HJ left a message that said he was taking the ship and going to Kessel.
That son of a...
I can't
was
believe
also-
you've forgotten. It's only been a couple days for us.
I'm
also
sorry, there's been a lot that's happened. We've killed people. There are space magics. And sorry if some things escape my mind. I have a big brain. I can't keep everything in there.
That
Fair,
information
lad.
is also technically 5 years old, so he may no longer be there. You know,
Well,
that's 5 years is going to be a hard trail to track, but you never know. I will say that I personally do not want to go to Kessel for personal reasons. That is all.
So like we should go to Kessel then, right?
I
No,
would
I think-
not.
Yeah, it sounds
Is
like
this
our
like-
friend has unresolved issues that we need to help him figure out. And
Yeah,
we've been
have we
friends.
unlocked your side quest, Za? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, I actually
Or is my relationship not high enough with you?
Not
I
yet.
want to find the owners or like owners. Jesus Christ. The,
Owners of these children.
yes,
Well-
that is
you're on the right track for what's going on Tatooine right now.
What's going on? Just the
I mean,
slavery in general, I presume.
yeah,
is-
pretty strong
still-
in the Outer Rim.
Yeah.
Do we have
that's-
to stop anywhere? Can we just jump? Pilot.
Winston would have been able to tell you that there's enough fuel to make it to Tatooine in a single jump. But that's about it. You'd need to refuel before you jumped anywhere else.
here's
I
my
also want to state I have a side mission in Camino to kill all the Kaminoans with the guys in the back.
Can we just take a day and not kill anyone? Can we just get our bearings first?
I'm on board with that plan.
Hey,
Which one?
look,
Not
look
not
at the
killing
map.
anyone.
Yeah,
Oh, well,
it's a
that's
great,
dumb. Okay.
it's a great idea. Trust me. This big brain isn't just good for killing things. It's great for coming up with great killer ideas. Ha.
Good.
If you look at the map, there's this planet to the southeast of us. Fadu, Edu, Wadu. I don't. The front letters a little smudged a little bit. I think you got some blood on it.
Look,
there.
if you just move, it's a hologram, so you just have to shift.
Yadu.
And you can see
That's
it's Yadu. If you
Yeah,
look at it
yes.
from my angle.
I'm short. Shut the hell up.
Sorry, lad,
Let's
you're
go
right.
there.
What's in the Yadu?
Let's go there. Get our bearings. It's been 5 years. We need information. Half the
The,
battle is knowledge.
The famous,
What's in?
or the someday famous Cassian Andor describes Yadu as a sodden lump of a world. Small native population of mostly nerf herders. The Empire designates the planet for research and chemical processing at this point in time.
Why would we go there?
To get bearings, to get information.
I-
M3, if we go into this battle without any information and they have 16 anti-droid cannons pointed straight at you, you're gonna die.
We only have
let's
1.5
avoid-
droids.
Yes, let's avoid that situation. Let's get as much information we can of what has happened in the past 5 years. And I don't know, we
I
maybe
can
get
tell you whatever you need to know.
Beck, you are not a part of this conversation. We are having this conversation.
Part of the conversation. He's,
He's
right.
helping children.
Well, yeah, but I have ears. They're very loud.
We
Yeah,
should take the children back to Tatooine. It's a backwater scum planet. I haven't even been there, and I've, been drunk in every half-built cantina this side of the Outer Rim. Let's
Okay, good for
go
you
to
and your
Tatooine.
alcoholic tendencies. Let's
Let's
go to
go to-
someplace. No. If we go to Tatooine, we will be out of fuel positively. No ifs, ands, or buts. If we go to Yadu, we will have fuel left to spare. Then when we
You
can
don't know that
refuel-
there's fuel on Yadu.
He's got a point. If it's the kind of backwater place that Beck
Yeah, but-
tells us it might not have fuel.
Tatooine at
chemical
least has
and research
contact.
facility.
We have-
Chemical and research facility.
Why
What
do
did
you
we
want to go to
find?
Yadu? Tell
What
us.
did we find on with the mother? Tabana gas. What is Tabana gas used for? It is fuel. We find a Tabana gas research facility. We have all the fuel we need. There. Done.
We have contacts on Tatooine. We have to get these children back to their parents. And M3 did tell that robot he would kick his ass like 5 years ago.
Yeah,
So
and what's another year to wait?
that's an overdue ass kicking. M3, are you on board?
As far as I'm concerned, M3 has the advantage because now the other one is just mad at him for taking so long. So let's let him get madder. Therefore,
Droids have feelings.
No.
it's a weird situation in their subroutines. It doesn't affect, but over time, if there's no, not research. Oh God, if there's no, what's the word? Maintenance done, it can erode some wirings and cause some what we would call emotions.
Nick is currently eating Nerf jerky.
Did you bring that with you?
Don't you worry about where I got it from.
I'm just curious. We have a lot of hungry people on this ship.
I'd rather not go to Kessel because of the constant Imperial presence. So that's why I say Yadu.
Well, I mean, there are several planets. Yadu is one of them. Look at the map. Ask me about them if you want. I literally have been living in this sector for 5 years waiting on you people. And then I have my own questions, but you first. Go ahead. Yadu is an option. There's nice nerfs.
Where
on
is the
Yadu.
heaviest Imperial presence?
In this sector. Yadu.
Damn it.
Not Yadu.
Guess
Yadu and Scarif are pretty, Imperial Chemical and Research Facility. I was trying to tell you, but you kept yelling over me.
That's what I
See?
get.
I mean, if we want to disappear, we can go to Nar Shaddaa.
I never would thought I'd say I miss Blick in this situation, but damn it, I do miss Blick. He was so nice to work with for that 5 to 6 hours. It's
What, do
great.
you want to blow up Yadu? Is that why you want to go there?
No, he was just quiet. Agreed with me.
Well,
So-
Nar Shaddaa is there. Nar Shaddaa has not changed much in, a millennia. Full of crime, highly technologically advanced, ruled by the Hutts. It is in Hutt space.
Listen, I think at the very least, we go bring these children back to their parents. Maybe some of their parents are crew that we can take on for the ship. At the very best case scenario.
I don't want to keep the children longer than we have to, because we have to feed them and I assume water them.
If we get blown up, that's on our heads.
Well, what's the halfway point here? Let's look at the halfway point. Nal Hata and Nal Sharda.
Nar Shaddaa.
Does that have Imperial presence? Is that
No, decidedly not. But it
Right.
does have a very heavy Hutt presence. They basically own everything.
is that a
And if
fat
the
joke?
Hutts know we're fucking around in their territory, and M3 hasn't come for his title fight, they'll put us in a bag. With a bag over our heads, we'll be double bagged. Not good for the environment, and they'll take us right to Tatooine.
As far as the Hutts know, we have deserted completely. So let's just not even mention M3. In fact, disguises for everyone. Why not?
Disguises, he's like 9 feet tall.
Yes, and I can modify him to be 4.5. At least take away half of him. Have his legs fold up inside him and ride M6. They'll make like a tank together. I don't know.
Okay.
The Captain Nax is speaking.
It seems like you're coming up with problems anywhere we go, which means anywhere we go, it's going to have an issue. So if we need to, let's just flip a coin.
Oh, I love chance. Randomness. Oh,
I don't
bring
have
out
chance
the
cubes.
bomb coin.
Saxon and Tarek, you get to choose one planet each, and then we flip. And then we go to the planet that is called. Saxon's planet gets heads, and Tarek's planet gets tails.
Let me get my flimsy. I
Well,
love
hold on.
chaos.
Why don't we just vote?
I don't think taking the kids to a crime planet is so much a good idea.
There is Bothawai in between all of that. Bothawai is the native home of the Bothans. They're a feline race, very politically inclined.
I don't know if this group is ready for cat people.
Well, Za is a cat person.
Yeah,
Just
are you
in the back,
racist?
my head slightly tilted. Like,
Steven got it.
Yes, it turns out the entire planet of Bathawai is just an in-person live rendition of the musical Cat.
Oh God, James Corden is just gonna sing to us for 5 hours.
Wait, no, that's a different universe. Ignore me.
it's a jellicle planet.
Anyway, a
Um,
boat seems like the best
What?
option.
What's Bothawai? What's there that's of note?
Well,
is-
it's one of
like-
the. Oh, go ahead, please.
What's the Empire presence like there? Like,
Well, they do have a presence on the Imperial Senate, but
Mhm.
mostly just because they had presence in the Republic Senate. They're a developed world. They're fairly stable, but Bothawai are incredibly politically motivated. You can't trust any of them. They
Hmm.
say one thing to your face and another thing behind your back. It's an entire planet of Washington, D.C.
Are they military inclined?
The ones that are in the military are usually higher in rank. That is because they're brilliant tacticians, very smart. They're also known as excellent spies, which is pretty counterintuitive to have a reputation for being great spies. If everyone knows.
I don't think we should go there.
What beautiful gardens. Lovely oceans.
What of the other planet besides
One vote
Camino?
for Tatooine.
Scarif.
I vote for Tatooine, so that's 3.
Well, the other options that are close enough, there's Zeost, but that's basically a big old ice ball. There's Ryloth, which is not super developed, but it's very tribalistic. There's Mandalore, but that planet is currently under siege by the Empire, so I wouldn't go there unless you're really looking to pick sides early. But it's up to you. It's an option. Those are the closest ones. Or Iadu.
That is 3 votes for Tatooine.
Yes.
Okay.
There's 5 of us here, so no matter what I say, it's not going to matter.
is the
The motion carries.
All the time in the world to visit all the planets, my friend, and I do promise you there is fuel on Tatooine. There is
Fuel?
On which one?
Tatooine. I mean, Mos Graka is actually a fairly large spaceport. It's the largest on Tatooine at this point.
Have you heard from Akana, by the way?
Oh, she dips in and out. Grixis has a pretty strong presence in the Bounty Hunters Guild at Mos Graka. So she comes and goes. She comes and goes. Why? Are you all seeing each other? She's probably moved on. It's been a long time.
It wasn't a relationship of that nature. She did help us with that mission, but she probably got several million credits off of turning us in. So
Yes,
she owes us one.
You should see what she did to the Beskar. Oh, it's a lovely ship now.
She could probably help us in tracking down the children's parents, and I trust her.
Agree.
I trust her not to fully narc us immediately. She
Why
seems
don't
like,
we?
You did make her rich.
yeah,
Did make her rich.
I think she'll owe us that much at least. Plus, I think her general demeanor as a person from when we met with her, I think that because we're
She
there
was
for the kids,
agreeable.
yeah, I think because we're there for the kids, she'll probably be understanding to the cause and help. We'll probably have to show her that we're not weak or some shit. They like strong
Right.
people. So, but that's good because then we can show off that we're back, and Beefbot will know that it's going to get dismantled.
Wait, Barty, I have an idea. It might be a good one, it might be a bad one. I can send a cross-galaxy message, either to over the not Nax. What were the 2 ones who were on the Noble Derelict?
Pax.
Pax and the one we owed all the credits to. Sprague. Yes, I can send a message to either one of them.
Well, neither of them is in control of the station anymore, so I think Akana may be a better bet.
That
Boots
is
on the
possible.
ground.
Also, no one has really seen Pax in about 2 years.
We could try contacting him, see where he's at. He seems to be the most.
I think it's better to try to find him when we get there. If my vote would be for talking to Akana. Also, do we all agree we're going to Tatooine? that motion is passed.
I think it's
Yes.
worth sending Pax. I think the motion passes. I think it's worth sending Pax a message just to say we've returned. We have some of the kids. We're going to try to return them. It'd be good to meet with you sometime.
Right.
How many messages can you send, Saxon?
Oh, well, I'd prefer only to send 2. I do need
Right.
to take a rest after, I take a...
You'll have
After
plenty
I
of time.
send
It's roughly 12 hours.
Can
of
I
travel time.
can I ask? I was just gonna say, can I ask? I'm
I
sorry.
can
Say the
send-
pilot's name one more time.
Winston.
Winston.
CZ. Can I ask CZ
Oh.
how if she could plot a course for Tatooine and how long it would take us?
Oh, right. I can do that. Give me just a minute. Wait, which planet is Tatooine? Is that the one with all the water or the one with all the sand?
The sand.
Oh, the sand. Okay.
Winston,
Okay.
you are very reliable, but damn it, you make me laugh too much.
Well, I think you're pretty adorable too for a teddy bear with an attitude.
I appreciate the teddy bear, not a pig.
Oh, we're bonding. It'll take about 12 hours of travel time, okay? You don't have to buckle up. Pretty good dampeners on this ship. Hold on. Click. Zzz. Yep, and off we go. The countdown to Tatooine has begun.
Amazing.
So you got roughly 12-ish hours, give or take, assuming nothing happens on the way.
Okay. All right. So as long as I get a short rest, I can get my spells back, but I can send 4 sending messages.
I would say we send. I think we should send the same blanket message to like maybe 2 or 3 people, like Pax and Sprague. I think are good. Well, honestly, Sprague kind of creeped me out a little bit. So if it were up to me, I would skip Sprague, but it's up to you guys. I think we should send the same message that we sent to Akana to Pax.
Now, as much as I would love to hate Sprague as well as you, he seems to be on the short end of the stick when it would when it would come to the Empire, saying that he is in illegal business. If we can get an alliance with someone of that stature, we may be in a better position. But that is highly unlikely.
Yeah, did we ask how he was doing? Because he wasn't related. How's him and the Crimson Dawn? Like, what's up with them?
The crime syndicates are, well, a new player entered the game not long after you left. Listen, some weird ripples happened through the galaxy.
Was it a Wookiee?
No, it was it's a Brock, the one with the horns, black and red skin, very, very creepy looking. His legs are not, they're prosthetic. He's got cybernetic legs, from the waist down. Yes, he entered the game, very ruthlessly took control of the crime syndicates. The only one left, really, with any play is the Hutts and the Crimson Dawn.
Boy, he sounds
Sprague is
bad.
gone.
I wouldn't want to be.
Sprague is still around. He's just got a new boss.
I wouldn't want to be mauled by him.
Funny enough, that rings a bell.
I'm sure it's inconsequential.
I've got to throw in, actual famous characters here and there.
If he's not the head boss, maybe we don't get him involved because
I
we don't know
agree.
this other person and their motives. So maybe we should.
I don't
stay
know.
away.
He sounds pretty cool.
Maybe we can wait and learn some more about him. And if you fanboy too hard, we'll meet him for you.
Okay, thanks.
God, Hemphrey is such a simp.
But I do think that we should send Akana the message that we sent Pax of, hey, we're back. We found some of the kids. Sorry it took so long. We want to help get them home. Can you help us?
Yeah, that's
Something
an easy enough message to send over the HoloNet. Akana's chain code would be something that you'd be able to be pretty easy to access, and you could send it to her that way. There's no response after a few moments, but there is a ping. The transmission was received, and the ping is located on the planet Tatooine.
She left us on R? What a bitch.
She left you on red.
How dare she? All I have are coordinates for Tatooine. We're headed there now. Oh, this is a good idea.
Now, while we're flying, I've got to ask, is Bane still around?
I think technically he's on the ship, isn't he? In the
Oh, God.
He's in M3's weird eye ship. It talks, by the way. It's very terrible. I don't like it.
Talking a meditation sphere.
Yeah,
You
it's got
found a Sith meditation sphere. Which one? What's its name?
His
it's got
name's Apocalypse.
tentacles.
He's very nice. M3 goes to check on Bane.
He was pretty amenable. I can't lie.
ship was pretty polite.
Great, oh great. First ship, now Apocalypse. What's next? Oh, great.
Please don't jinx it.
Have you met the ship before?
Apocalypse? No, but I've met friends of his. If you can have friends, cousins.
Ships have friends.
Why can't they
Hey,
have
we are
friends?
M3's friend.
Yeah.
I'm Apocalypse's friend.
There are a specific number of Sith meditation spheres out there. Some of them are dead. Some of them are not. Apocalypse, I thought, was dead. I have met the one named Ship and the one named Wrath.
Wait,
Oh, did we
you're
tell you
aware
about
of
the
Apocalypse before?
bugs?
The what?
Go ahead, Zal. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Go.
I said it sounded like you said you knew Apocalypse before this.
Well, before for me, but yes, before.
Insight check.
Okay. Well, I wrote the wrong word. You said insight, and I
D4.
wrote insight, not what I meant to roll.
Tarek looked
How
like he's
old are
thinking
you?
real hard. Saxon takes out a stim pack and jabs it in his thigh. Add a D4 to your ability check.
Great.
You just do that. to
I
all your
appreciate the
friends.
D4 and not the needle.
It's honestly a curse at this point. Whenever I see someone thinking real hard, I just have to do it.
It doesn't even use a needle at this point. It's just like a puff of air there.
I like to think of it like a Naruto kunai throw.
So I got a 16 and a 4, so it's 20 plus. Oh, I got a 29.
29. He's being honest, but the phrasing kind of starts to make you think a little bit. He said before for me, so yes, before.
As if he has also time traveled to some degree.
That's an assumption, but it's whatever you think. He's being
Yeah.
honest in this moment.
Okay. Okay. Why don't we go see what Bane's doing? Also, you should know that he absorbed an extraplanar force being. So let's go. He's down in the. We'll go walk down the steps.
Wait, what? What?
Don't worry about it. You don't listen. It's just a technicality. Unless we want to be honest with each other.
Did you say extraplanar force being?
Might have.
Oh, no wonder shit's off.
Well, I am being honest, but you
I
know.
was on the wrong timeline for a minute. Oh, you just fucking saying that. Where you go, God.
Look, we told you that place we went was very weird, and very weird things happened.
Right. The planet of the Celestials in the middle of the Maw. Which Celestial did you meet?
The mother.
Oh, great. You met her.
Yeah. Don't worry. We didn't let her off the planet. Don't worry.
We don't think we let her off the
She-
planet.
She just got
Nothing.
absorbed into Bane through a weird blood magic ritual.
And did you
he,
leave Bane on the planet?
Oh no, he's on the ship.
Oh. Good.
I tried. I did my best.
God. Cataclysmic galactic events. And you all are just like, sure, here, have a fucking cookie. Great.
Yeah, it's a real nice mindset to have. It's the only thing that's gotten me through this.
Listen,
Boy,
I did my best.
We couldn't leave him there.
You should have left him there. Oh boy, you should have left him
I
there.
did try to leave him there.
My mother used to say there's no sense crying over spilt bacta. So, did he absorb the mother? How did he absorb the mother? That's insane. She should have killed him.
He just drank a lot of water through his hands. It was really weird.
That's not
It
what he did.
was. That's exactly what he did.
That's basically what happened.
That's not there.
I don't know. There were markings on the ground. He absorbed the water. There were two things. One looked really
Didn't
dark. The other one
drink
looked really light.
Did he use a black book? Have someone draw
Yeah.
two symbols with
He
blood?
did.
Yeah,
He did have a black book.
Yeah.
right. One of
Oh,
those was a symbol of sealing. The other one is a symbol of consumption. He basically consumed her and sealed him within himself. Sealed her within himself.
no. Well, at least she won't get out, right?
Well, no. She doesn't really exist anymore. He has
Oh.
become her. Normally, it's different. Maybe she has become him. Hard to explain. Nonetheless, it seems that Bane is now what the mother was.
Oh, cool. Well, hey, as long as he's with us, we can keep an eye on him, right?
Sure. Where is he? Let's go take a look.
I mean, you say the word, I can make a bomb big enough to blow up Apocalypse.
Oh, I don't think you understand quite, Saxon. You could blow
Someday.
him up with it, but he wouldn't kill him.
Oh, so this is only a space magic lane. Fine.
No, I mean, you could do it. He would probably blow you
Why
up.
don't we take a group? CZ, why don't you keep an eye on the heading? Hit us on the comm if anything goes wrong.
CZ is eating some kind of cracker, and she turns back.
Does
She's like,
everyone here have snacks?
the secret is Nax has been passing snacks out to everyone when you're not paying attention.
Yeah.
Lad, can I have some?
You snooze, you lose, Tarek.
Brilliant. All right, so are we taking a field trip to see Bane?
Yeah.
Or
Excellent. On the way through, when we get to the hangar, who's leading? Who's in first?
I'm sorry, Stein, point of order. I only
Sure.
cast one sending spell. Is that correct?
Yes.
Well, one to Akana.
Who
Right?
was the other one?
Please.
Akana and
Oh, Pax. I
Pax.
thought.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Pax also pings on Tatooine, but he doesn't respond. Like the message sends to Tatooine, but it's not opened, if that makes sense. Like you don't get a red receipt, but the message when it sends to Tatooine.
It does get to him. It just does not opened by him.
You don't get a confirmation of delivery, but the message was sent
Just
to
for
that
Pax,
planet.
right?
Yeah. Akana's got a
She's
Yeah,
read it and
Amazon
wants
has
us to
definitely
know
got
that
it
she
before.
read it.
Yeah, she basically confirmed location.
Got it. Cool.
As it's probably dead.
She dropped a pin.
Yeah, he's dead. Okay, let's if the kids are okay, then let's go check on Bane, I guess.
Okay, who's the first one in the hangar? Because you have to walk through the hangar to get to the cargo bay.
I'll go first.
Max.
Roll a perception check.
Oh god.
Have a D4.
Oh, okay. I rolled.
Hesitates at the door, and Saxon's instinct is
He gets me right in the ass cheek on this one.
Oh,
yeah.
every time.
Was this sorry, perception?
yes, perception.
So 13
It'll numb after about the fifth one. Don't
so
worry.
14 19.
19. Apocalypse is not in the hangar bay.
What?
That motherfucker.
Tarek,
I
You're
figured
bluffing
that would
me.
happen.
what do you see?
Lad, I don't. Okay, you're gonna be mad at someone, and I want it to be me. Okay, you can blame me for this. Bane has left.
Saxon's on a communicator. CZ, when was the last time the hangar bay was opened?
Oh, well, a few minutes after your old friend landed, it opened back up, and then it closed again.
Can you, CC, just make sure that none of the doors in or out of the ship open or close without my approval, M3's approval, Za's approval, Saxon's approval, Nax's approval? Any of those are fine.
Well, that wouldn't actually work if she needs to get approval from at least 5 different people. That's too many
one of
redundancies.
them,
We should
just one
probably
of them.
limit it down to maybe 1 or 2.
Now, I tell you what, let's make it easy on you. Pilot, whose name I can't say because I don't remember it because I'm horrible
CZ,
at that.
her name is CZ.
Apologies. Yes. If anything happens on the ship whatsoever, any doors open, or any system light comes on or anything like that.
We get a
is
message, any kind of message, very important.
even just a silent
Oh,
text
she
of
has been taking
this
messages.
son of a bitch.
Oh, I'm kidding on that one. I've got it. I write it down. Anything happens, any doors, any messages, I give you all a call and I say, hello, here's what's going on, right?
Okay, so next port we get to, protocol droid. We're picking one up.
Oh, I thought you were calling me a protocol droid. And I'm like, no, I've got to scan.
Yeah, same.
No, we're picking one up to do the secretarial work around here.
I want to call Apocalypse.
Oh,
You actually cannot send that kind of a communication. You can send a message while you're in hyperspace, but you can't make like a direct call. You can't send like a hologram.
maybe Saxon could send
I
it for
sent like a
you?
letter.
You could do sending,
Oh, an email.
pretty much. You can send a holo vid, but you can't set up a holo feed.
Okay, great.
Just-
M3's just gonna send a video to Bane and Apocalypse, wishing them well, wishing them luck. Hope they kill many, many people. And if they need help, let him know.
An electronic mail.
You've got mail.
Just
Okay. Message
if you're
sent.
reading and you don't forward it to 10 people, you'll be cursed. You have 24 hours.
M3, you get a response. A small message that says, he's waiting for you in the cargo bay. That's all.
Oh, he just left. Okay, that's fine. I'll go to the cargo bay.
Oh,
As you guys are getting to the cargo bay, all of your communicators begin to beep at once. Beep, 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 beep.
oh God.
Um,
Who's in the group chat?
right, so I've got to go to the loo and I need to open the door. Can I open it?
What? The door to the bathroom?
Hold on. No, we gotta take a vote. Tarek said all 5 of us gotta give him approval. So
Internal doors don't count.
No, they do
Internal.
count. They do count.
They do count. They absolutely count.
Listen,
don't-
I really appreciate you guys giving me a job and letting me stay, but I've got to pee really bad, and I'm very confused. Can I open the bathroom door or not?
Yes, go.
Did you activate the autopilot before leaving the pilot
No, we're
seat?
in hyperspace. It flies itself.
All right, good. Hey, yes,
That's our question.
you
That's
can
our
open
question.
the
Okay,
door.
great. You actually hear a stall door
Click.
and then you hear the toilet seat before. Oh, wait, beep. Great, and then
Right.
the cargo bay.
She
God bless.
is a gem. I don't know about you fellas, but she
Like I
brings
said,
a great
pooling our
atmosphere here.
funds, protocol droid at the first port.
I'm
No.
not against it, but hear me out.
She's growing
What
on me.
if we just install more in her, like you, Droid Eye, but we give her?
Do you think
No,
I chose
great.
this?
Yes, of course.
Yes, clearly.
Yes, it could always just be empty.
You chose
some
not to
level-
be cool.
Let's go into the cargo hold. I'm gonna walk down there. Whoever follows me, follows me.
That was the best.
It's good to have you back.
Yes, of course. Yes, duh.
As you all go to the cargo bay, the large doors, they're both the kind of faded pastel red, like the paint that's been worn and rubbed over time. They're large doors. A cargo bay on a ship this size can hold roughly 500 tons and still fly safely through space. So it's large enough to hold bigger, have like large items move through it. The door opens. And sitting in the center of this large room, maybe 80 feet by 80 feet and about as high, is Bane, shirtless, scars and tattoos crisscrossing his torso, a black robe from the waist down. He sits cross-legged meditating, bald head, deep orange eyes.
Question. Does he still retain any feedback-like features or no?
the structure of his face slightly resembles a clone, but unless you knew what you were looking for,
You'd
It
have
would
to like you know that he's
yeah,
like a person who's had a lot of plastic surgery almost.
yeah.
Like you remember what they're
He
like,
just looks different. His
like
skin,
Uncanny Valley stuff.
sort of. I mean, not like a not like lipo. He doesn't look like he's had like his
Yeah.
lips done. He looks ashy almost. His skin is kind of like gray and marked, but his eyes are this vibrant orange. The tattoos that crisscross his body resemble the symbols that he had you all draw in blood that he used for the ritual. He sits cross-legged on the floor and he stares at you all as you walk in. Ah, hello, friends. I see you've brought a guest.
Where's the ship, Bane?
Oh, Apocalypse and I will be back later.
What do you mean?
Not actually here right now, are you?
Oh, good. So you did go together.
Right.
That's nice. Did you get my message?
Sorry, my connection wavered for a moment.
Okay, so I was just saying
using
you did
ancient
go.
Sith technology known as Wi-Fi.
I think he's on a BlackBerry.
No, this is astral projection. Hard to keep up.
It's a sidekick.
What are you up to? Well, I'm glad we'll see you again.
You will. You will. Don't you worry. Apocalypse and I are taking a small trip to the planet Zeost. No, not Zeost. Sorry, that's the other place. Don't worry about Zeost. Don't go there. No, bad. We're going to another planet that I wrote down. We're going to Odasser Faustin. It's not far. There's some history there. Some things that I need to learn.
Oh, well, we're going to Tatooine, but if you learn anything cool, will you let us know?
Oh, please feel free to come visit me there. It won't be
Oh,
a short stay.
Oh, you're going to be there for a while. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Well, maybe once we take these kids home.
Ever the good person at your heart, Zah. You
got to try to be, I guess.
Well, when you're ready for me to show you the truth that's hidden behind that wall in your mind, you let me know.
There are walls in my mind for a reason, probably. I don't know. Are there walls in my mind?
Oh, yes. I can see the lines as clearly as Beck can see them.
Oh,
Someone's locked away parts of your memory.
well, that's rude. Why would they do that?
Oh.
Zah, we can work on it.
I
don't need his help.
Take him down if you ask nicely. But of
No,
course,
no.
so could Felbeck. Isn't that right, old man?
What'd you call him?
I called him Felbeck. That's his name. All of it, anyway. Beck is stiff. He's staring at the visage of Bane with I mean, Beck is eccentric. He's weird. He is Beck. But there is an intensity behind this look that makes him seem like a much stronger person than maybe than he normally appears to be. He looks like someone who's about to who's about to straight up lose his mind.
What's he talking
It's a
about,
combination
Beck?
of rage. Beck is just staring, and he looks deep into the eyes of Bane, and he goes, "When I see you again, I'll kill you. It'll be real this time."
What's he talking about?
That
I thought you
sounds
guys
fun.
weren't you guys friends? What happened?
Friends? No. Do we know of each other? for a very long time.
Oh. Sounds like there are walls in your brain, too. That's pretty messed up.
Hmm. I don't have walls in my brains. I choose what to remember and when to remember it.
So
Cool,
how do you know
okay.
Bane then?
I've known Bane. Well, I've known what Bane has become for a long time. Well, this has been a fun reunion. Keep chasing, Felbeck. You'll never catch me. And Za,
But
when
you
you
just-
want those walls down, either one of us can do it.
But you just told us where you're going, so he could probably catch you.
Oh, he would come, wouldn't he? But maybe that's my plan, Za.
There's too much thinking today. I'm going to bed.
That's about right.
Good luck, friends. Hopefully, I'll see you soon.
I hope not.
And he fades into sort of a mist and then opaqueness and then gone. Za and Tarek, you sense a building pressure of energy, like a neutron star, like a gravitational force centered around Beck, as this incredible energy from within him seems to almost uncontrollably burst and then quell for just a moment. And Beck goes, "Well, that was unpleasant. We've got some kids to take care of, but listen, we've got to kill that son of a bitch because he'll destroy everything. Food for thought. Come see me. Bye-bye."
But
And-
we don't kill friends.
Oh,
Our
Max,
friend.
Bane has become an entity of chaos. Everything he does and will do is for his own benefit. Any questions?
Well,
Makes
it is
sense.
kind of our fault.
So he's a toxic friend?
Die next.
Yeah. That sounds
One who
about right.
only adds you on Instagram so that you add back and like all their photos and they unfollow
Well,
you.
I mean, he'll help you if you choose to help him. But just know that
That's what I just said, I think.
while balance is an important part of all life, what Bane has become is about taking that balance and using it to turn everything upside down.
Destroying it.
Right. The ripple effects of him becoming what he has become have already touched this part of time. So things can only continue to ripple from here.
Well, I guess it is kind of our fault.
It's not our fault.
We'll have to deal with that. But for now, I think that we should try to get these children to their rightful owners.
Rightful owners,
Yeah.
yes.
One step at a time.
That's how
Yes,
I
first I
live
think-
my millennia.
First, I think we should sleep, then do that. Because I'm going to sleep.
Yes, take a rest if you need it. Tarek, do you want those bugs to stay on you or not?
Can I come back to you with that later?
Sure.
Right now, my you know what? Take the bugs off.
Okay. Should I give them back to Plick?
No, don't give them back to Blicky. Put them on me.
Oh, what a great joke. Love a good sense of humor. Come to the midday. Come.
Wait.
Zod,
Sit
you
down
want
on
those
the chair
memories back? Bane was right. I can give those back to you if you want them. You just
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. There's a lot to process there. I think.
Zah, I'm happy to be there with you while he does that if you'd like. I know it can be.
maybe let me get the bugs off him first.
I would prefer not to have Yeah, I don't want to have his space bugs.
Obviously, the bugs for.
I don't know where Plick went, but if we see him, we should probably get him just like a general checkup. I think
He needs it.
Opens the chest
5-yearly physical.
and closes it.
Yeah,
Yeah, Saxon takes out a hollow disc recorder. It's like, this is what M6 captured while we were fighting the mother. If you want to check it out, opens a presses a button on his tech caster, beep, beep, and uses the cantrip of fucking mobile lights to recreate the HoloNet, the holo recording in 3D with Plick going in the water, malting with the white fur, as well as with the big eyes with the red outlines.
it's in Betamax.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
He
right.
jumped in the pool of knowledge. Well, that's a choice. Oh, listen, you all are stressful. We're stressful. You
You're
understand? that?
stressful. You've got a lot of explaining to do yourself, Beck.
I don't
Fell
have to
back.
explain anything. Oh, good. He knows my first name. God forbid. God? What?
I didn't say anything.
No, Zah was about to say something, I thought.
Oh no, I was just laughing at the whole "ooh, he knows my name" thing. I thought that was funny.
Oh, thank you. I keep a good joke written down in my back pocket for a rainy day. And listen, today has been a rainy day. Whew. Of all the people to become the embodiment of chaos, a freaking millennia dead Sith Lord come back to life. Love it. Great. Great. Come on, Tarek, let me get those freaking bugs off your arm.
Take the bugs off me.
Scruffy looking nerf herder.
I'll just point out before I go to my quarters that technically this is Tarek's fault since he released Bane. Bye.
Well, you
It
know,
is the most logical conclusion.
who lays the blame game? All right. Off we go. Come, Tarek. What are the rest of you doing while Tarek gets his bugs removed?
Saxon will take a short rest and then go into the cockpit and guide the ship. And if CZ's in there, he'll talk to her.
Perfect. Nax?
Yeah, I'll cook dinner and stuff. I'm working on an 8-hour slow cook meal right now. It's taking all my attention.
Ooh.
Delicious. Some slow cooked dewback.
Ooh.
Fuck yeah.
It's a delicacy on Tatooine. Nax is very thematic.
I don't even know what a dewback is, but I'll eat it.
Do you remember the green, like the giant green lizards in the first Star Wars movie that the Imperials were riding
Long
around Tatooine?
tails on Tatooine. Yeah, they got
Mhm.
big.
Big mouths.
Oh, so just like Space Komodo dragons?
Yeah.
Oh, I would totally eat one of those.
Oh yeah, he's slow cooking them right now, smoking. The whole ship smells like it.
Nice.
All right, Tarek. Beck leads you to the med bay, plops you up on a table, and he goes, "Okay, well, night, night." And he taps
If
you on
I
the
recall, they're on my arm. Damn it. He's going to tap me on the face. Never mind.
No, I'm holding. What you got something to say?
I want to catch his hand. Can I touch him?
Yeah, I mean he's corporeal.
Just kind of want to get a sense of what's going on.
Oh, that's right. You have the touch someone and feel their feelings.
Uh-huh.
I'm
gonna grab him. I'm gonna grab him harder than I need to.
Great. You find that you have the irresistible urge to laugh and cry, and you're terrified and you're anxious and you're excited and you're everything all at once in an overwhelming amount, like to the point where you're not sure what to do. It's like it's like just a complete overpouring of emotion.
Derek throws up.
Tarek throws up. Ew. Gross. You sleepy time now, okay?
What the fuck was that?
Well, you know, what happens. Don't touch people without asking. That's
Oh,
rude.
you're
As he-
right.
As he taps you on the forehead, and you just go straight to sleep. It's not a full sleep. You kind of have like a hazy memory of him removing these bugs, And he doesn't do it quite the same way as he did with Tech Trip, where it seemed to be a full manipulation of the Force. He actually cuts them off of you very, very like vigorously. I think that, you know, if you were awake, this would hurt a lot. You know, just as he removes these bugs with some kind of vibrating, oscillating, almost like a scalpel. But after that, it feels like your arm is dipped in cool liquid. And you have a vague memory of his hand just running down your skin. And you just see the cut stitching back into place. And after that, you are sound asleep. Full on rest. Saxon, you wanted to talk to CZ on the bridge?
You know, just pass the time talk.
She's, you know, when you finish your rest, she's up on the bridge and her just sort of sitting there. She's eating some kind of small berry that Nax has been passing around whenever he sees people. Just snacking and enjoying.
Saxon's got 2 eclairs that Nax made because that's Nax, right? He makes sweets and pastries.
Oh, he's a great
Well,
chef.
More than sweets and pastries.
Right, he makes everything. He was up here like an hour ago with some kind of jerky he was handing out.
Oh, the jerky's real good. Yes, the pastries are great. Here, take this one. Got one for myself as well. So you've been asleep, what, before we got you out of the Killer Queen? What is 5 years?
Oh, something like that. I really don't know. My memory is sort of hazy. I remember flying outside of Kessel. We were taking something. We were flying quick. We were maybe running, I think. Close to the maw. Maybe a little too close. And the next thing I remember is you all picking me up off the ground and dead bugs everywhere. Odd. I don't even remember the name of the people that I was flying the ship with. I just know that I knew them. Ah, neither here nor there. We're friends now, aren't we?
Oh yeah. That exactly. Yeah. M3 maybe not so much, but he kind of hates everybody.
Oh,
It's not personal. It's low key part of his programming. I've only taken a small peek inside there. It's very a lot of blood.
M3 has just the greatest personality. He's very direct. I appreciate that. I'm not the smartest person, and I know that.
Right, but he's more direct with the big knife that he has. But that's beside the point.
We all have talents. I mean, I can only butter some bread. I can't chop like he can.
That's true. Have you slept since we left? I know we've asked you to do a lot.
Oh, I sleep whenever you're not around.
Right, but actually, have you laid down without, being asked to do something? It's a captain's job to check on everybody and make sure they're okay. It seems to me that you're still recouping from.
Oh, yeah, I sleep here and there when I get tired. The other day, I was walking down to the med bay and I just laid on the floor and slept for about 20 minutes.
Well, for your sake, because I think that you just need to stretch your legs, get your bearings more and more, because I feel that we've asked you to do a lot since we've woken you up.
Right?
So take 5 hours, take 8 hours. I'll handle the rest of the coming out of hyperspace and whatnot. Go be yourself for 8 hours, whether it be taking a rest, or bugging M3, or cooking with Nax. I bet you're a good cook.
Oh.
Maybe
maybe I'll go down
maybe
to the
meditating.
hangar bay.
Yeah, no, not flying anything around. Just
just looking.
yeah, looking's fine. Flying, not so much. I
But
want you to
really,
stay here.
flying's the only part of myself that I remember. I know I'm good at it.
Right.
I don't know where I learned it.
Which is great. We appreciate that in this current situation that we found ourselves. But there's more to you sensing. It's a weird thing. I think it's that space magic that the ones
are
with
you
the
one of the
lightsabers
space
keep.
wizards too?
Oh, that's a funny joke. Space magic is neither here nor there. Science all the way. Science, bitch. But
Science. No, I know what that is, but what's a betch?
it's an expression. Old not
Oh,
expression. Don't
okay.
worry about it.
Okay, well, listen, it's great advice, Captain. I'm going to head down to the hangar bay, all right? You have a great day, bitch.
Thank you, bitch.
She'll walk out the door towards the hangar bay.
We're gonna.
Oh, man. Note to self,
Saxon will-
Easy will now call everyone bitch.
Yes. Old Ugnaught expression. Saxon's just gonna watch her, make sure she doesn't take a ship out while we're in hyperdrive.
You see her trip down the stairs a little bit on her way out of the bridge.
Oh, she's just. I don't know if she's
Doing her
just
best.
completely idiotic or completely adorable. She's somewhere in between. Oh, that bitch! I love her.
Anyone else have anything they want to do in the time as it passes?
Do I have to be asleep the whole time?
Yep. You're in recovery.
Understood.
M3 would like to see if Banshee Squad would just like to spar like a lot.
Yeah, sure. Banshee Squad is always up for a good bout. As as you suggest it to them, they clear the armory out of things they've been stacking in there, create a nice space. Which one would you like to spar with? Jacker, feedback, or Jacker, bug, or sticks?
Yes.
All three at once?
Not feedback.
I mean, like,
You can do all three at once. Are we doing hand? Bug goes, right, M3, hand to hand, or sparring weapons?
hand to hand for now.
Right. I don't think you can take all three of us at once. Gear up, boys. And they're gonna square up. M3, roll a strength check.
Oh, okay. Can I
Just roll a
rage?
D- sure. Roll it. You can rage and roll a D20 and add your strength.
So 20.
20. Perfect. Where are my dice? And by that I mean, where are my online dice? Perfect. As they square up, M3, you initiate rage subroutines as your eyes just to a red light. Bug runs in with one arm, and as he does, you casually block and smack him out of the way without much of an issue. From behind, Jacker comes in. He's bigger than the others. He works out, and he grabs one of your legs and tries to sweep from under you, but you just won't budge. And as he does this, Styx comes in with a very nimble move, a jump, kind of a spinning sort of kick, and he connects with your head. Ding! And as this happens, you reach down using the momentum, calculating exactly how you need to move. And you grab Jacker and lift him with one arm and throw him straight into Styx as he comes down from his kick, effectively winning round one. And over time, over the next few hours, you all spar back and forth. Many laughs are had by the organics. Occasionally, you offer a sympathy sound that you think imitates an organic laugh just to blend in as to better maneuver yourself in case you need to earn their trust and kill them again. You have learned that earning the organics' trust means a higher likelihood in the success rate of killing them should the need arise.
Makes sense.
Anyone else? Anything else? Nax is cooking. Za is sleeping. Tarek is being forced to sleep. Saxon is piloting. Who knows what CZ's doing in the hangar bay? And Jeffrey is enigmatic.
Plick is probably in an event somewhere with an explosive.
Flick is exploring things that are happening to his body.
Flick is tripping CZ as she walks around the hangar bay.
Plick has learned invisibility. No, not yet. But Saxon, as you're, kind of relaxing, tinkering around, making some adjustments to your wrist pad, perhaps.
This bomb will never go off, I guarantee it.
You hear the alarm, the warning, the dee dee dee
that you're approaching the end of your hyperspace journey.
All right.
Max takes off his
Raises the seat.
apron.
Yeah, and magically that happens to be like a shipwide alarm. The rest of you wake up if you're sleeping. It has been a long rest if you took the long rest or a short rest. Make the necessary changes. And the ship comes out of hyperspace. Not far on the horizon, you see the shape of this brown planet. Twin suns in the background eclipsing the far side. Space is dark. It's very clearly a dry planet, no water in sight. As you approach closer and closer, a sense of destiny kind of falls on all of you, knowing that you're taking the first step in a new path. Yeah, do you have a question, Tarek? I can't hear you.
Is that
There you
better?
go. Yeah. Go ahead.
Sorry. Could I please cast Danger Sense? Just from the seat I'm sitting in, I'm going to sit back, kind of like focus on the force, just levitate my body up a little bit and meditate and use Danger Sense.
Clench your butthole real tight and just.
Sorry, am I thinking of the wrong one? No, Danger Sense is right.
It's
I
the right one.
apologize.
It's the right one. As you reach into the future, instead of sensing one of the three, you sense a crossroads. You know that soon, and soon can be relative for the Force. It could be a day, it could be a year. A decision will be made. Like Beck was saying, ripples in the waves of time, in the waves of the galaxy. And you can tell that you all will be ready to make, or will be forced to make, a decision that will ripple, like a large rock thrown in a lake.
On the planet? Do I know that?
You just know it's in the future.
Okay.
Right now, there is no clear sense of peace, danger, or ruin.
Okay.
Just
not from looking at the planet specifically.
Right. Just that decisions are looming.
Cool.
As you start to come into orbit,
Thank you.
You're welcome. As you start to come into orbit, a comm comes through. Unidentified light cruiser. This is Mos Graka Spaceport Control. State your business.
I'm going to look at... Yeah. Go ahead.
You want me to take this
Can we
section?
land? I think Max is probably more diplomatic. That might be.
All right.
about
So
to use
Nax
that.
will hit the button for respond. We're looking to land. You have any ports open?
We do have ports open, but what purpose do you have for visiting Mos Graka?
Well, we got a few different purposes on here. It's kind of hard to tell based on the person they ask. But right now, our goal is just to make sure that these people on this ship get to this station so they can get where they want to go next.
Or should I designate you as transportation?
Yes. Sorry, I should have started with that.
Very good. Hold your present course, please. Do not deviate or you'll be fired upon.
Understood.
You can say...
10-3.
A few moments pass. You continue to hold your present course. You don't see any ships or anything that's flanking or following you. And then, unidentified light cruiser, please make directly for docking bay 94.
Docking Bay 94, confirmed. Over and out.
The dockmaster will meet you there for a collection of the appropriate fees. Hold on out.
Fees.
Docking fees.
Jeez.
Yeah, there's always docking fees.
As you approach the planet, this is a big ship. A big ship. I mean, it's more than 300 feet long. So it takes time. As you get closer and closer, you see the sprawling sand as you come into visual of the atmosphere. No clouds are seen. There's so little moisture. Literally, people make a living farming moisture from the ground on this planet. Moisture farmers. Yeah, right? As you fly in, the dunes, like a sea of sand, rolling hill after hill. You can even see as you start to slow down and come into a landing speed, sand carried by the winds. Off in the distance, you see cliffs of gray and brown, stone and condensed sand forming rock. A few moments later, a sprawling town. At the center of it, you see what looks like the domed shape of the noble derelict, as if someone took the tall top-like station and shoved the tip deep underground so that the sort of cylindrical basin rests like a building on the sand. There are clay and sand huts of various sizes that surround it. There is a sign, like a handwritten sign for local travelers that you are going slow enough to see. And it looks like at one point it said Moss Isley, but it has been scratched out and replaced with Moss Graka. As you land at the spaceport, the ship settles, and we have come to a landing on the planet Tatooine. And that is where we are going to end our game tonight.
Can I ask a quick question before we end?
Yes.
The only ship missing from the hangar was Apocalypse, right?
Yes. Everything else is still there.
Is it possible that our two excellent pilots in our downtime could have determined what ships are the most...
Yes. They could have done assessments of like the ship's capabilities.
Capabilities, value, etc.
Yes.
You're not
Absolutely.
taking this past 50 Gs, I can tell you that.
That's definitely the case for some of the snub fighters. But I will update you all with the list of what, it's all workable, but some of it's worth more than others and some of it is in better condition.
So
yes.
I know we kind of glossed over this. Do we know? We never asked what the docking fee was, right?
They
How
didn't
much?
give it to you yet. The dock master will give you the appropriate docking fee in a moment.
I mean, next session.
Huh? Yes.
You mean
next
the DM will
start
let
next.
us know next session?
Man, we didn't get to my shopping list. I worked a really long time on this shopping list, but now I'm ready for next time.
Yep.
I mean, we could just play for like 4 more hours. I would do that.
I can't